Hello, it's Iino. This time, I will broadcast logistics news in October 2023. I will discuss the latest news in North America, technology, and decarbonization efforts. So let's get started. Chinese manufacturers invest $5 billion in Mexico. LGMG, a China-based manufacturer of construction equipment and transportation equipment, is building a manufacturing facility and industrial park in northern Mexico and expects to invest $5 billion. Under corona pandemic, a major disruption in the supply chain occurred, resulting in the occurrence of offshore waiting at both Los Angeles and Long Beach ports in North America, and a serious container shortage. Therefore, there is a strong trend toward a nearshore strategy, shifting cargo from China to production closer to North America in the future. One country that has been the focus of attention in this supply chain transformation is Mexico. In the northern Mexican state of Nuevo Leon, Chinese solar panel giant Trina Solar recently invested $1 billion, and Japan's Kawasaki Heavy Industries is also investing $200 million. American electric vehicle manufacturer Tesla is also planning to invest $5 billion in Monterrey to build an assembly plant. According to Morgan Stanley Research, Mexico is a strong beneficiary of the nearshore strategy. U.S. manufacturers are working to reduce their dependence on China. The U.S. is currently in an ongoing political standoff with China, which has led to sanctions on Chinese imports and higher prices for Chinese imports. Therefore, China is changing its export route to avoid sanctions tariffs from the U.S. by using a third country, Mexico. China's expansion into Mexico will have a significant impact on future supply chain transformation, and we need to carefully monitor and respond to the trend. ILWU files for bankruptcy. ILWU, the labor union of the North American West Coast ports, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. ILWU, headquartered in Portland, Oregon, has been ordered to pay huge damages due to lengthy labor negotiations and legal problems. Between 2013 and 2017, ILWU engaged in illegal activities, including suspending labor actions and slowing down work on several occasions. In response, the terminal operator filed a massive $93.6 million claim in November 2019. Then, in March 2020, an Oregon judge reduced this amount to $19.1 million. However, the terminal operator has once again filed suit, demanding between $48 million and $142 million in damages, and a legal battle is muddling the waters. ILWU has therefore filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection against the huge damages payments. Despite the bankruptcy filing, the company is reportedly operating as usual at this time. Labor negotiations on the west coast of North America have just been settled, but it is not clear whether this will result in the dissolution of the union or the formation of a new one. This issue is getting a lot of attention because of its potential to have a significant impact on logistics on the U.S. West Coast. Container market for Northern Europe drops to dangerous waters. According to the latest data, container market conditions have shown signs of softening since September. In particular, ocean freight rates to Europe hit a record low of $623 per 20 feet this year. This is the first time since 2019 that the price has fallen below $700, mainly due to a surge in supply, as new vessels are being built. Ocean freight rates were hovering in the low $700s at the beginning of 2023, but shipping companies raised rates to about $900 in August 2023, followed by a background of the lowest rates of $623 in September. Freight traffic from Asia to Europe is on the rise, up 6% in July compared to the same period last year. Freight demand remained strong, but fell in September due to fluctuations in freight rates. The increase in supply of container space is above average growth over the past decade, and is expected to increase by 2.2 million TEU in 2023 and 3 million TEU in 2024. In response to this oversupply, shipping companies are controlling supply by not moving vessels. MSC, the number one player in the industry, is competing on container volume, and ONE is following the same strategy. Maersk, on the other hand, focuses on services such as warehousing, trucking, and customs clearance, as an integrator rather than on tonnage. In the short term, Maersk's strategy may be considered strong, because of the current oversupply, which is at a dangerous level of profitability, but in the long term, a different aspect can be seen. The global population is growing, and if Africa and Latin America become even more economically affluent in the future, production and consumption may increase. At that time, shipping companies such as MSC, which is pursuing a strategy of having more container vessels, may be able to match the demand. If oversupply continues, freight rates are likely to fall steadily, which will raise the question of whether shipping companies can withstand it. I will continue to pay attention to the expansion of the global economy and fluctuations in the shipping market. Maersk tests self-driving truck transportation in the U.S. Shipping giant Maersk will reportedly begin using self-driving trucks to transport cargo from Houston to Oklahoma City. The company has introduced automated trucks, developed by Kodiak Robotics in the U.S., and has been testing them since August of this year. In the U.S., there is currently a shortage of 70,000 to 80,000 drivers in the trucking industry, with a projected shortage of 160,000 over the next 10 years. As a solution to this driver shortage, investment in automated driving technology is underway, and Maersk is playing a part. If the shortage of truck drivers becomes even more acute in the future, Maersk may have a significant advantage in being able to transport cargoes automatically. In this regard, it will be interesting to see how the strategies of Maersk and MSC, the world's largest container shipping company by tonnage, and their respective shipping companies, will be affected. As logistics becomes more efficient, and consumers and shippers continue to change their behavior, automated technology is an essential element in the transportation industry. How each shipping company's strategy evolves to address the truck driver shortage will likely have a significant impact on the future of the industry as a whole. What is EU ETS? Shipping companies publish surcharges. In relation to EU ETS, major shipping companies have implemented cost pass-through via surcharges and disclosed their estimates. EU ETS is a system for reducing carbon dioxide emissions, and ETS stands for Emission Trading System. The EU is committed to environmental friendliness, banning the sale of gasoline-powered vehicles by 2035, and promoting a shift to electric vehicles. In this trend, the importance of reducing CO2 emissions and minimizing environmental impact has been emphasized. In the EU ETS, there are concepts such as carbon pricing and carbon credits. These elements are mechanisms that put a price on carbon dioxide emissions and allow trading of them if they contribute to reduction. Each company, such as a shipping company or a chemical plant, is allocated a certain amount of carbon dioxide emission permits and is given a cap on the amount of carbon dioxide it can emit. When a company reduces its carbon dioxide emissions, it can have a surplus permit, which can be traded on the market. On the other hand, companies that exceed their emission caps can purchase these excess permits. This mechanism allows companies to maintain appropriate carbon dioxide emission levels and increase their environmental friendliness. Although the shipping industry is working to adopt next-generation fuels, such as methanol and ammonia for ship engines, no fuel is currently 100% carbon dioxide emission-free. Therefore, each shipping company will now charge shippers an additional surcharge to cover the cost of measures taken to limit carbon dioxide emissions. Decarbonization is an essential initiative in the shipping industry to reduce environmental impact and address climate change. International regulations and technological innovations are helping to create an environmentally sustainable shipping industry. How was this logistics news? In North America, in addition to sluggish cargo demand, the rush to complete new buildings is exacerbating the oversupply situation, and there are concerns about the impact on container freight rates in the future. In addition, costs incurred from the EU's decarbonization efforts will be passed on to shippers, which may also affect container freight rates. I will keep you updated on the latest developments. That's all for this time. Thank you very much.
In this channel, I explain about international logistics knowledge for your better understanding. I hope this video will be a good support for your logistics job. If you have any shipment from Thailand or to Thailand, please feel free to contact me Iino-san anytime. Also, I'm very motivated to keep updating these videos. If you subscribe, press good or comment anything. Well, thank you. See you next time.